Chicano!
Power!
Chicano!
Power!
Chicano!
Power! All right, here we are at 4945 Whittier Boulevard. This is the location where Ruben Salazar was shot on August 29th, 1970. And we're here to remember Ruben Salazar, who sacrificed his life for us, for the community, to improve conditions, to give us an identity. And this is where Ruben Salazar was shot by the LA Sheriff inside this building, and this is where we are here in memory of his sacrifices. A lot of people also don't realize that just 4 months after Ruben Salazar was killed, there was another riot because people were angry that Ruben Salazar was shot. So 4 months after he was shot, just down the street on Whittier Boulevard in Arizona, the sheriff shot the marchers who were demonstrating. The sheriff shot 35 people and killed 2, and that was just down the street. When Ruben Salazar got killed, and also 2 Brown Berets got killed that day. Anyway, afterwards, the riot that followed was down the street, and Felix Calina was shot 3 times over here in Whittier, Arizona by the sheriff department when they shot. Karen and a lot of the Brown Berets who are here. Of course, the Brown Beret National Party who are here. Of course, the Brown Beret National Party is sponsoring this event. It will be on YouTube International in a few days. Recently, YouTube has been promoting all of our YouTubes and all of our moratoriums that we do every year. So we do it for history, but we also do it to tell the stories of the Chicano and the history of La Raza. We're also here, this is August the 28th, but on August the 29th, Ruben Salazar was killed at the Silver Dollar. And we're here to remember him so that his name does not go in vain. He gave his life for La Raza, so to improve conditions, to improve schools, to make things better for all of us. And so that's why it's important to remember Ruben Salazar. But not only Ruben Salazar was killed on August the 29th, also 2 Brown Berets were also killed by police gunfire. And what happened basically was there was a demonstration that came out. The police charged the demonstration. It turned into a huge fight. And at the end of the huge fight that took place, the battle that took place on Whittier Boulevard, we call it the Battle for Whittier Boulevard. At the end of the battle, 3 people were dead. Ruben Salazar was dead, and Angel Diaz, a Brown Beret, and Lynn Ward, another Brown Beret, were also found dead by the police. Anyway, we're here to remember them because they did fight during the Mexican-American Civil War, Mexican-American Civil Rights Movement, and that's why it's important that we remember the martyrs, the people who fought for us, the people who understood us, the people who gave us publicity. Ruben Salazar was a prize-winning columnist for the LA Times, and he gave us publicity. He put us on the map. He put the Chicano on the map. The Chicano is often ignored over and over again, but he put our community on the map, and we shall exist forever and ever. At this time, I would like to introduce the group here. The name of the group is, what is it? Azteca Mexica Cuauhtemoc, our first performers. the Danza Mexica Azteca in our hand? Thank you. Anyway, once again, the Brown Beret National Party, we're an organization, national organization, and we help students out. We are, pretty much the Brown Beret National Party. We are Chicano Studies. But we are the end of the Chicano Studies that goes out there and does action, promotes Chicano Studies, because if we do not promote Chicano Studies will die out. So somebody's got to be out there in the field, somebody's got to be out there in the community promoting La Raza Studies, Chicano Studies. Anyway, on behalf of students, we think about students all the time, and we've had some students who've actually helped the Brown Berets or are working with the Brown Berets. And this is one of the reasons why we developed the Brown Beret Scholarship Fund, to assist students who are actually wanting to help the community. Isn't that a good idea? To help the community and also get a helping hand. So we're here to help students get ahead, graduate. We have 2 students here that we want to come up here for scholarships. Amanda, can you come up here? And also, Karen, can you come up here? Now let us remember, for years and years, the Brown Beret National Party, we've done all of the major events in the Chicano movement. It was our group that did the walkouts in '68. We walked out the first high schools. It was our group that created and developed the moratoriums, and we continue to do moratoriums for Chicano education. It was our group that occupied Catalina Island, and now Catalina Island is welcoming us. They're going to put our artifacts in their museum. It was our group who woke up the sleeping giant. And so at this time, during the time when the giant was so asleep, we woke up the giant again, and let us continue to move the Chicano movement so that we can build bridges, so we can build power. That's what our organization is about, building power in our community, the empowerment of our community. Can you come up here, please? Here we have 2 students. Amanda, of course, she's a Brown Beret. She's been doing a lot of, raise your hand, Amanda. She's been doing a lot of work for the Brown Berets, and we really appreciate that. She's been doing a lot of the media and getting us in communications. Also, Karen has been doing a lot of work with the Brown Beret Scholarship Fund, but also she's helping the Mexican American University, which is another project of the Brown Beret National Party, to create a Mexican American University in Los Angeles. So we're not playing around. We're out there to help the community, and I'd like to give these 2 students a scholarship. First, I'd like to give Amanda a scholarship. Amanda, here's your scholarship. And also Karen. Thank you very much, Karen, for your hard. Let's give them a hand. Thank you very much. Our next performer coming up. She did last year, if you want to look at our moratorium last year, it's called Brown Beret National Party Moratorium 2020. This year it will be called Brown Beret National Moratorium 2021. So please look up those sites, because there you can see all what's going on today and all what happened last year. So it's very important to document the information so that all the people can see what's going on. Viva la raza, Chicano Power.
yo soy también maestra y queremos ver justicia ahorita. Que hemos regresado durante la pandemia. Yo ahorita tengo 50 estudiantes en una clase y no hay nada de distanciamiento, so there's no social distancing in schools right now. And so I really wanted to bring awareness to some of the issues that we have in our community. And with that, I say, si se puede, we change it to mi gente de Aztlán. La profecía se cumplirá. Despierta mi gente de Aztlán. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, esto mi gente luchando por Aztlán. Esto mi gente luchando por Aztlán. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. El opresor nos quiso acabar, pero hoy triunfa Aztlán. Eso. El opresor nos quiso acabar, pero hoy triunfa Aztlán. Y manos para arriba. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. Esto mi gente luchando por Aztlán. Esto mi gente luchando por Aztlán. Si se puede. Y sale por high. Let your brown fish shine, let your mother tongue fly. Stand and talk in all your proud pride. Hey, 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 hey. Let your brown fish shine, let your mother tongue fly. Stand and talk in all your proud pride. Si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. Esto mi gente luchando por Aztlán. Esto mi gente luchando por Aztlán. Si se puede. Esto si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, si se puede, si se puede. Muchas gracias y con ustedes los dejo.
Okay, we have another guest, talking about Chicano Power. Oh, by the way, my name is Dr. David Sanchez, professor in Chicano Studies, author, and head of the Brown Beret organization, Brown Beret National Party, and founder. And we continue to fight for our people because, the problem is that so many of us fall to the sides. Every day a Chicano dies from overdose. Every day another raza dies from violence in Los Angeles County. Every day somebody goes, has problems, and we're here to help the raza. That's why we're here, to make things better and to improve conditions. And one of the ways we improve conditions is we also get involved with politics. And so because we do get involved with politics, because we know the power of politics, and we know the power to empower the people is important, this is why we support certain candidates. And today and tomorrow, we are endorsing Daniel Mendoza. Can you come?
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you, everyone, to our sisters and brothers in the struggle. My name is Albert Ramirez. Just want to introduce Daniel Sandoval. Again, appreciate everyone out here in support and the solidarity and the lucha. Thank you.
Hello. It is so great to be here amongst mi gente. The beauty and the pride that fills this park today is inspirational. My name is Danielle Sandoval, and I am a Chicana who is running for the Los Angeles City Council District 15 seat to replace Councilman Joe Buscaino. elected, I will be the first ever Chicana to hold this political seat. And although the district is a distance away from East Los Angeles, we are interconnected through government policies that are coming out of LA City Hall and beyond. As I stand here today, I stand on the shoulders of those who have come before me. I stand on the shoulders of mothers who have lost loved ones due to gun violence, single mothers, those who have made personal and financial sacrifices just to keep food on the table, safety for their children, those who have been homeless while trying to figure out the next steps in life. Through it all, I, and many of you here today, have persisted and persevered. I'm running for office because what we need now are elected officials and policymakers who don't put corporate interest over the working class. We don't need politicians who will sell out our communities to the highest bidder. Politicians who will gentrify our communities in the name of progress, while our communities of color slowly get priced out, pushed out, and become houseless. What we need now is someone who knows the struggle, la lucha. Someone who knows what it means to have sacrificed and hold it down for the sake of their kids. Someone who has beat the odds and has never forgotten where she came from. We need elected officials who will be the voice of the community and not for corporate interests. This is why I'm running for Los Angeles City Council, to bring the voice of the people to LA City Hall, to elevate the voices that are often left out of those decision-making circles, you know, the good old boys club. To be a role model to all young Latinas who feel there is no hope, but yet deep down inside, they can make a difference. And they will. To govern for all those who have felt disenfranchised, neglected, and unheard. To fight for high-paying union jobs and skill centers, rather than sending our kids to prison and early graves. And to ensure that our communities no longer endure environmental racism and pollution. I am running to put City Hall on notice. I am not your traditional politician. In fact, I don't see myself as a politician. I am a Chicana who has seen the wrong and sight to right them, who has seen too many of our people murdered in the street, and I will seek to end that. I am a Chicana who seeks problem-solving solutions and common sense. Now is the time, right now. We can no longer sit on the sidelines. We must be politically active. We must register to vote, and we must vote, and have our voices be heard. We want And we will demand from the current political establishment more good paying jobs, better education, clean streets, and safety for our children. I'm honored to be here.
We have another group that's coming up.
Las Perlas Folclórico de Wilmington, California.
Hello, hello. Buenas tardes. Esto es Folclórico Las Perlitas. Estamos aquí celebrando con mucho gusto con ustedes. Venimos desde Wilmington y por el momento les vamos a ofrecer un baile al ritmo de Jalisco. Vamos a darle un aplauso a las niñas para que se animen.